You know, it's a funny thing. I gave a reading or two for Scott when his baby was blessed, and then all the family wanted to hear readings. Gary said, this is getting to be a lost art. Because of television and movies and all the other things, people don't use them very much anymore. And Steve said, well, they definitely should be put on video. So here I am. I'd rather have done them when I was 18 or 16 or 20, but I can't do that. So I guess I'll do it now. The first readings I ever gave was when I was about 1 year old, and I said, Peter, Peter, pumpkin eater. Mother had me giving it for everyone. Mother and her family always were in plays and dramatics, so it came quite natural, and she kept teaching me to do these different things. And then when I was in the 4th grade, they chose me to be Little Orphan Annie, and they had my picture all over town advertising a program at the high school that I would give a short reading of that Little Orphan Annie gave, and then the children would do a dance. And then when I was 8 years old, I was in a grown-up play, and a 3-act play, and I had a part, and Mother had to make me 3 new dresses. Maureen and I sang, and I gave readings all over. It was just part of my early life. When I was in the a sophomore in high school, I gave a reading I had learned in first year of high school, The Man Without a Country, and won 2nd place in the school. And when I was a senior, I went clear to the state in Tucson and won a gold medal for all of Arizona for giving an Irish dialect reading, The Best of All Ways. When I graduated, they asked me to represent the whole school in dramatics, and I gave a talk, and I ended with a special poem we had written. I'd like to give you back the joy that you have given to me, to make your treasure trove as rich as mine will ever be. Then as we go our diverse way, each to the long trail's end, may we to the world attest the meaning of a friend. I also won several public speaking contests and came clear to Salt Lake one time in the church contest, but they said one of them said my speech was too much like a reading, which it probably was. But I had a great time in my early life. I went and lived with Aunt Min one summer, Aunt Min and Uncle Don, and took lessons in California. One time I was called on a mission to go around to the different wards giving readings. They don't do that anymore either. But they used to send me a card where I was supposed to be the next week. And so I had a lot of experiences while I was young, and I'd like my grandchildren to hear some of the things that I used to do.